Hey guys, welcome back to another one. Today I want to talk about 5 things that suck and that will remain sucking for the foreseeable future. The first one that everybody bitches about is their stinking job. Now, some jobs are better than others. I actually don't hate my job, but let's be honest with ourselves, guys. If you could spend a day doing the things you want to do, like go fishing or whatever hobby it is you enjoy doing, versus working at your job, how many of you would say you would rather work at your job? There might be a small minority of you, but it's very few. And as I go through this list, please note there's always needles in haystack exceptions out there, but they aren't the rule. Second thing, not going to get any better, cost of living. So, groceries, gas, and the big granddaddy of them all, housing. Housing is the biggest scam at this point. The goddamn landlords and the banks have got this worked around, and the government, and the most anti-capitalistic fashion possible in order to secure housing for big corporations and hoard the market in the absence of capitalism and competition as much as they possibly can. And this trend is going to continue to get worse. Now, all the politicians mutter change and affordable housing out there. The problem is, like in the town I live, a lot of them are landlords. So that's all just happy talk. They aren't actually serious. In the town I live, there are a bunch of bourgeois liberals that are running the city. They aren't serious about making housing affordable. That's just a political slogan. So prices aren't going to get any better. Our country has to print money. Don't look for it. And housing might have little blips of relief here and there. I see all these YouTubers talking about the real estate crash. Sure, it might happen, but housing is going to get exponentially more unattainable and unaffordable for the average Americans over the next 30 years. You can guarantee that. And with this housing crunch, it's very ironic to me. We've been able to send a probe, think about that, a fucking probe to planets like Mars, millions of miles away. We can figure that out. We've been able to figure out how to look at the James Webb Space Telescope, and we've been able to see exoplanets that are light years away. Yet this housing thing is just a conundrum. Nobody can figure this out. We're just awestruck in this. It's just too complicated of a thing. Which is, of course, bullshit. The people could figure it out that are in charge. They just don't want to figure it out. And that's just so obvious. But isn't that ironic? We can't figure out something like a housing crisis, but yet we can send probes to Mars. Third thing that's going to continue to suck. Dating and relationships. Dating has now been relegated to swiping online. People have lost what true love is. Love is about give and take, not about getting as much as you can for yourself. And that's all these dating apps are. It's what can this person provide me? If you're a man, it's how attractive are they? How fun are they to have sex with? And if you're a woman, it's that on top of what can they provide me? It's all about me, me, me. There's no give and take. It's all just like everything else in this country now, completely ruined. And it's all just a dating app thing. The fourth thing that's not going to get any better. Social media. Don't look for it, guys. Not going to happen. Social media is now just another ego maniac paradise where all your friends are posting, or supposed friends, are posting about how wonderful their lives are. Oh, look at this great meal I just had. Look at this martini I'm having. Look at me. I'm so great. I'm so wonderful. No, you're not. And that's all it is. It's just, look at me. I am so wonderful and great. Aren't I a great person? That's mostly social media. And then the other half of it is people arguing over isms, capitalism, socialism, and stupid identity politics. That's all social media is. And that's unfortunate because social media could be used for so many better things, but that's most of social media now. And you could argue that YouTube is social media like I'm doing here, and maybe this is an exception to the rule, which is why I appreciate you guys so much. At least I hope it is. I hope we can all interact here, find common ground and truth. But for the most part, social media is a shit show. Don't look for it to get better. And the fifth and final thing, and you can almost file this away under prices, but healthcare. For those of you that are lucky enough to have your health these days, keep it. Because if you're not lucky enough to have your health, as some of you might have experienced, what's happening now is you can hardly even see a doctor, even if you do have money and health insurance. The other day, I saw a doctor. He was a specialist doctor. I'll just be open and blunt with you guys. He was a urologist. And he goes, and I had to wait like 4 months to see him, and he tells me, hey, we have more serious things in here, like prostate cancer and stuff. We can't see you. You can't see me anymore. You got to see one of our staff that's, not a doctor, a nurse's aide, or whatever the hell they are now. Seeing real doctors is like seeing the president of the United States. It's getting to be insane. There aren't enough doctors. But then again, we live in a country where people can't figure out basic truths about anything. And so part of medical science is truth. And so there's an absence of doctors being filled in with all these other useless degrees, like gender studies. So that's where we're at now. These things are not going to improve.